Hi, hello, my name is Akina, and today we will be, sorry about that. Today, we will be discussing forgiveness, what it entails, what it actually means, and possibly, I'm not quite sure. I'm just going to go with the flow, what's happening, what they're going to say, because I'm just going to be channeling One Zion. One Zion is the collective that I channel. And within One Zion, there are many energies, collective energies, and there are also individual energies or beings that are associated to One Zion. So I'm just going to let whomever or whatever collective energy or being who needs to speak about forgiveness, and we'll go from there. After the channeling, there will be a transmission, a healing transmission to allow forgiveness, receive forgiveness, and this forgiveness is not only for others, but it's for yourself mainly. Yes, that's what I'm getting. So let's get started. I'm just gonna ground and allow them to come through. Please note that during this whole session, there is Archangel Michael that has already been called, protecting not only me giving the message, but also those who are receiving the message and the healing. So that's has already been done. This is timeless. It can be used whenever, at all times. It doesn't matter. It's still going to have a powerful effect. Also, another thing I need to say, very, very important. The more open you are in receiving and allowing, the more powerful the treatment can be. So the more you're open, the more results you get from this. And the more results you get from this, the better you can move forward with your life, with what you need to do, with your journey, your forgiveness journey, your healing journey. I hope that helps. I'm just going with the flow. I don't have a program really, and that's it. So I'm just gonna go ahead, allow whomever to come through, and see you at the end. Welcome, and thank you for joining us here today. We are so very grateful and honored for you to allow us to be in your space and provide you the knowledge, wisdom, and information that you so required at this time. Understand that we provide the information coming from a space of love, coming from a space of safety, coming from a place of where all is well. We speak in terms and words that are familiar to you. However, the combination of all of it will surprise you and may need some profound understanding and attention from you. So please allow us to provide the information according to what has been said previously by this beautiful being before you. So as she has mentioned, we are discussing forgiveness. And today we understand that it is something that is very important to continue to own as you walk on your path in this journey, on this earth, in this timeline. Forgiveness is never about the other person, but always about you. It is never about actions or behaviors coming from others. It's always about you. And forgiveness is internal rather than external. And what we are saying, what we mean to say about that is that whenever you forgive, we normally, and when I say we, because we are one, we are a collective, we normally externalize the forgiveness towards a person. There are ways to go about it. However, the forgiveness is never about that person, but it is about you. And when we say it's about you, it's because there are some processes, some thoughts that created the event which you thought it was necessary to forgive. What we mean by that is that as you progress in this timeline, in this world, you see things happening outside of you, and you see them as if they were done to you by some characters from the play of your life in this journey. And when such events do occur, they don't necessarily happen to you, but they happen for you as they reflect internal thoughts, beliefs, and even turmoil. So when that happens, the forgiveness we speak of, it's forgiving oneself after understanding that whatever is being reflected to you came from oneself, internally, from the thoughts and beliefs that you carry. It's simply a projection of what has happened inside. So now that you know that it is because of said projection of what comes inside, and it has been orchestrated by the divine creator that you are, you know now that forgiveness is forgiveness of oneself, of yourself. You can rid yourself of the guilt, of the anger, of the resentment, of the sadness, simply by this acknowledgement, by taking somewhat responsibility in the creation of the situations, circumstances, and events. And we do not say this to speak of blame, put blame. It's not a question of blame, it's a question of responsibility. Because you are a forgiven being, a loving being, and an almighty creator of your environment. Day to day you create. Every thought you think, every word you say creates. Your feelings, the emotions you carry while you think and speak, create. They have power. And the power doesn't stem simply because. It stems from you because you are a divine being. Through you, source, which flows through every single being in the entire universe, in this fabric of timelessness, every single being is a direct manifestation of the thought of God, of Source. Through every single being, Source flows, speaks, thinks, and acts through you. And being aware of this actual knowledge, you can now own your power, redirect the power you've given to the other that you're accusing of the hurt and the blame. Redirect that power towards you. and be actually all powerful, which is what you are. So now, when it comes to forgiveness, you start with you. You start by acknowledging that yes, it's a thought, it's a belief, it's a chain of thoughts that has created the circumstances where you believe forgiveness is needed. And you start by forgiving yourself for creating that event, that situation, those circumstances. And when we say forgive, we mean let go. Completely let it go. Because it doesn't define you. The event doesn't define you. The words that were said about you through this circumstance doesn't define you. The mistake does not define you. The guilt is not necessary, and it doesn't define you. The resentment is not you. It is thought by you, lived through you, because of the approval you gave that emotion. You can request to eliminate this automatically by simply letting it go. You'll understand that with the knowledge that you had at the time, what you were feeling at the time, and the belief that you had at the time created that circumstance. And you use the tools that you have learned from others at the time in order to orchestrate and deal with the situation. And you understand that at the time of dealing with that situation, you were either coming from a place where whether you were a child or an adult, a situation in the past, you were coming from that set place in dealing with the current situation where now forgiveness is needed. Understand that your attributes are not from man, but your attributes are from God, from source, from divine energy, whichever you prefer to speak of. Use the term that makes you most comfortable. So let go, because this situation, which is now in the past, can no longer have power in your future, in your present time. This repeated cycle is only repeating, reflecting what was in the past. So you never live in the now, in the present, where all creation occurs. Knowing that all creation occurs in the present moment, how does it serve you to live in the past and hold blame, guilt, and resentment towards the people and yourself involved in that situation? Ask yourself, how does it serve me? Does it make me feel good? What am I gaining from holding on to the anger, to the guilt, to the resentment, to the sadness? It always gets better, but you must allow it by letting it go. Ask yourself these questions, and you'll see that never does these emotions, guilt, anger, sadness, resentment, serve you, for they never make you feel good. And once that's done, you let it go and you understand that they don't define you and it doesn't serve you. You free the other person, the situation, or the circumstance as well. And understand that the lesson from that is that you are powerful beyond measure. And that your true nature is of love, is divine. You'll also understand that from that space, you can create otherwise, better suited situations and circumstances for your highest good. And ultimately, it benefits others as well. With that being said, we call on to you to allow yourself to truly be who you are. May this message be of comfort to you. May this message allow you to be who you truly are. May it waken you to the possibilities that you have never seen before. Be open to it. Allow yourself the joy and happiness you deserve. And know that it starts with you. Know that it starts with your surrender, your letting go. You forgiving the other and yourself. Breathe through it as you do so. Allow yourself to weep if necessary. And know that it is okay. And once you know you are safe and all is well and all is forgiven, and you reclaim your power, allow yourself to choose differently and to see things differently. Allow yourself to see the circumstances and situation differently as well. We thank you for your contribution. We thank you for your allowing. We thank you for your willingness to do so. Because as you do so, you open the door to multitude possibilities of abundance, happiness, and kindness to others. It's a ripple effect. Once you have allowed yourself to heal, others heal around you and your world changes. Forgive yourself. Be true to yourself. Acknowledge your power. Acknowledge your kindness. Be gentle and good to yourself. And as you do so, automatically your world changes. So now, we will proceed with the transmission to allow yourself to forgive yourself, to forgive the situation, circumstances, and others involved, implicated in said situation. We will transmit codes that will allow yourself not only to forgive you and others, but to be receptive to this forgiveness. To to wash away the sadness and the anger, the resentment and the guilt. So for this to be done, it is important to find a quiet space where you will not be disturbed. You may sit or lie down comfortably. Tell yourself you are open to receive and you are willing to receive. Know that you are loved and you are in a safe space. Know that you are surrounded by your spirit team, your guides, which are here to support you during this process. So as you sit or lie down, with your eyes closed, take a deep breath in. And exhale. Take another deep breath in. Hold. Breathe out. Once more, deep breath in. Hold. Breathe out. As you hear the sound of my voice, you feel your body heavier and heavier, sinking into the floor or your chair, your feet grounded to Mother Earth. Claim your power again and feel the connection to the spirit world and the earth. As we continue, allow yourself to receive. We begin the transmission. Nummareain ennu nayaneni indiaro nayairi iadinayarei nummoru iayarei nummoru nayari iyanami nayare numoru ayaya hea oarundo unori ahearno Un oogtort, en effects et ertektort, und et uurt, mat et net, tijd, und et erwos, kemait tiet, et out, und erwogt, und et ei. It ertkund ut erksekt, und ertkund und erwas ek ndeit, ertkund ut und ertektavas et doktor, It erteknet, teut, ertektund, ekmot, et ut, und i. It arnakt uit en dokter het in nice kai het morgen het boekt uit tijd tijd eruit tijd und stek ei second het und het uit knight het ook oort tijd ook door dat tijd met het tijd nik het het it artknet het dokter dat het uit tijd doet dint tijd het ik hoor kosut het niet ik tijd tijd meid kait het tijd soort moet het rasik ik neerait het anayo kneert en uwakteert Okay. As you come back to your body, take a deep breath in. Exhale and start feeling your fingers, your hands, your arms, your legs, your feet. Allow yourself to inhabit your body fully after going on this journey. Take a deep breath in once more and breathe out. Open your eyes and slowly sit up if you were laying down. Take your time before you stand or go about your day or night. I'd like to thank One Zion for being here, for Celeste, who presided and was channeled through me with the forgiveness information. And I would also like to thank the beings that were there while the transmission was given. So Celeste is one of the beings that I channel. She is an ascended, enlightened version of me in far, far, far away future. I call her the lady in the sky. She's very calm, soothing, serenity. She's very peaceful. And during the transmission, you might have heard the very beginning, which was feminine energy and they appeared as two feminine beings, all dressed in white, holding not jars of water, but not crates either. I don't know what the word is, but a urn, I don't know. They were holding that, and there was like a river with 3 branches river, and at the center was whomever was presiding for the transmission. So the main being was Celeste, followed by whom I call the great mother. She's the mother of all. She's the embodiment of divine feminine energy. And whenever she comes through for these exact reason, for forgiveness, for heart opening work, for receiving the love, to embody the love, to be that love. And in order to be that love and embody that love, forgiveness is required, forgiveness of self and opening the heart. So whenever she comes in and she is part of the transmission, that's her main function. It's the heart. So that was the voice that kind of sounded aboriginal and old in a sense. And after she showed up, it was a masculine voice, and that's the divine masculine that comes through. It came a little bit for a little bit of clearing. I call him Big Kahuna. He didn't call him as strongly as he usually does, because usually his purpose is complete dismantling, like complete clearing and dismantling of whatever doesn't serve you, and it's very needed. He kind of comes in as a bulldozer type of energy, still very loving and gentle, but he means business. And he came, but he came for just a little bit, because it wasn't required as much as the great mother was required. Her energy was more required for this process. And so the 2 beautiful divine beings that were holding water and using water to cleanse, they were just showing how you must go with the flow and let go and just surrender to the flow. It's not necessarily to go against the flow. You just have to go with it. And that was the symbolism behind the water and the 3 branches. And you always have a choice. You can always go in whatever direction you are called to. And I believe that was it. That's kind of what I remember for now. If I remember more, I'll just write it down with the description that comes with the video. Very important to drink water after just transmission. Hydrate. Go ahead and journal if that's necessary for you, if you feel the prompting to journal. This resonates with you. You might feel the work being done within the next 24 to 48 hours, even though it was shorter than what I usually do with one-on-ones. Drink water, and yeah, blessings. Know that it has been closed, the circle. You are protected. If you feel free to take a moment again to just sit with it and allow your energy centers to close off a little bit, so you don't walk around all open to anything. That has been taken care of anyways. It's already been done. And blessings, and thank you for honoring yourself, for allowing me to be in your space, to provide you with a safe space. And I hope to see you soon. Thank you. Bye.